pathetic victimhood. Spare turned out to be a disaster as 93% refused to read Harry's story. Prince Harry's memoir Spare will not be read by most readers, a new poll has found. The Duke of Sussex's publisher Penguin Random House shared more details about the highly anticipated book last week, announcing that it would be released on January the 10th, 2023. A hardcover copy of Spare will retail at £28 and will be sold worldwide in 16 different languages. Harry will also be narrating the audio edition himself. In total, 24,164 votes were cast, with the overwhelming majority, 93%, answering no against reading Harry's book. Whereas 5% of people said yes, they would read his memoir, and a further 1% said they didn't know yet. Readers shared their thoughts on Spare in hundreds of comments left below the accompanying article. One reader said, "I have no intention of wasting my hard-earned money." Others held a similar view, writing, "I would not read that book if someone paid me to." Meanwhile, some readers argued they have no interest in supporting Harry's story, remarking, "As an American, I read a ton of books on the royal family. Mostly history-type books, but a few of the current state of the family as I find it very fascinating, as we have nothing like that here in the US. Why would anyone buy the book when the media will have all the juicy parts? I also don't want to support Harry financially, and buying the book will do just that. That said, as I refuse to read Finding Freedom, I will also not be reading Spare." Prince Harry appears to be tapping into the vogue for victimhood, with his strange choice of title for his new memoir, royal commentator Jonathan Zaccadotti has said. The Duke of Sussex has been labelled as someone that needs to constantly rake over the past, a comment which comes just a few months before his autobiography Spare releases. Citing the prince's new life in California with Meghan, Archie and baby Lilibet, Mr. Zaccadotti told, "One would hope that by now, especially with therapy and a new life abroad away from the duties he once had, he'd have moved on and not felt the need to title his book that way. He might as well have called it Victim. It's a catchy and clever title, but quite sad." Harry's role had enabled him to pursue his interests, live a life of fun and parties, and still continue to be a working member of the royal family. He had defined and rewarding roles and was constantly looking after and made to be a key part of the royal family's work, rather than a spare to its main aims and main endeavours. Some people may wonder if he feels a spare now in his new life. He's often seen as playing second fiddle to his actress wife and her ambitions to present audio programmes, write picture books, and possibly even start a political career in America. Expert Tom Slater believes it's a funny kind of private life for Harry, whose frequency to speak out about his experience sees him labelled as a victim of the therapeutic era. Slater added that the prince's comments are not a very good look for the royal family. It would appear that the firm are willing to give the Duke of Sussex a free pass on the contents of the book, though. Expert Angela Levin believes Harry will be given a free pass for whatever he mentions within his upcoming memoir. Most of the Duke of Sussex's book, Spare, was written prior to the Queen's death, but the new claim first made by People magazine implies the prince had more work to do after. Thus, Prince Harry's eagerly anticipated memoir will feature information about the death of the Queen.